It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Staying between the tackles with Edmonds. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawks football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Play action here with Howell. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Into the hands of Walker. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Mecole Hardman now on the return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give to Edmonds up the middle. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. A give right side for Edmonds. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, now the best of them take advantage of it.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They'll run this with Edmonds. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC divisional round matchup. Neither side separating much so. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Dump off caught by his back.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
He had the distance dialed. The accuracy, maybe not so much. But from that distance, you could excuse being a little off one way or the other. The upright, it helped him there. And that really is all that matters.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Running with Walker again. Across midfield to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now lead by 10. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Here's Slide to try the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He'll take this at the 10. Finds some space. He's past the 30. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Into the hands of Neighbors. He's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Shotgun snap, a give to Edmonds. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now Howell off to play action. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Howell again on 2nd and 10. Pass complete to Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks with 7 to go here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go, set.
Throwing now off play action. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Hardman with a return. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing it to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's Edmonds. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Looking for a throw here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing now from the gun. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more, and that's going to bring up third and very long. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So third down, Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set. Howell out of the shotgun. That one's complete, right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Oh, and it's a fake. Punter with the football.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on fourth down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who, as our second half gets underway. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And the shotgun, Howell. Went right, and that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants take possession of the football. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
It's no good. Oh, his aim was off on that shorty, Brock, and it hits the right upright. And this stays a 3-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one, but unfortunately, with that miss, well, this scorecard's going to end up ugly.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go!
They're going play action. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go! Check out.
On the run, it's Edmonds. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Again, a run with Edmonds. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's Thomas. He's got it. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's a throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Edmonds. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
That's taken in by Samuel. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here's 2nd and 11. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. Down to the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to a 19-point deficit. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. On the return, here's Palmer. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go! Set, go!
Working from the pistol. Howell. That's complete, David Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're down to 1 quarter to play.
Ready up!
1 play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Let's go now!
Play action here with Howell. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell. Walker hauls it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here. On the draw, it's Walker. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Hawk 70.
Throwing off the play fake here. Finds a man right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Here's Slide to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff running right. Here's Edmonds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Hyatt with the ground. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack. That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now an inside give to Walker. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Hardman with a return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Malik Nabers, the one he was throwing for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. They'll throw it again. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Malik Nabers that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.